Zoe says, Mike says, Zoe says, Mike says, if there's no sad, there's no happy, there's no anything. Yes. No. So sad and happy will continue. See? So what will happen is that pain or even grief or joy or bliss, all these in the world of duality, in this world of duality, these appearances will always continue. See, all this will not stop. But you will not identify as the sufferer, as the one who owns this experience. You see, experiencing will still continue. Nothing can stop the experiencing. So the experiencing will continue, but the suffering, which is a byproduct of this experiencing, which is secondary suffering, which is only through belief in thought, that will not continue. We do not suffer through our pain. We do not even suffer through our emotions. We only suffer through our belief in the entity that I am this separate sufferer. Belief in the entity that I am an individual person who should or should not have this pain. Without a judgment about the pain, there is no problem with pain. Without a judgment, even with grief. So sometimes strong events seem to happen in life, and strong grief can come. Tears can come. You see? But it will not stay. It will not be something which becomes a part of us. Because the one which was holding on to all these experiences as mine, that one is gone. So every moment is now lived fresh, completely fresh, with no mental residue of the past, no mental worry about the future. Everything is fresh. So if I go to a doctor and the doctor says you need an injection and he's putting the needle inside, there will be pain. There will also be that ouch. But we will not believe thoughts like, oh, maybe the doctor should have used some other needle, or why did I come to this doctor, or I should have taken better care of my health, it's all my fault, or it's all my wife's fault, or it's somebody's fault. All this nonsense will be kept aside. It will be seen to be exactly what it is, just another appearance. And in this way, moment to moment, fresh, full of wonder, life will continue. So the mind will paint this picture for us. It's very good you asked this question. Because the mind will paint this picture for us, which is to say that this means if I'm letting go of my thought, this means I'm in some vegetative state, or some, what in India is called nirvikalpa samadhi, or some state where all of this experiencing is missing. It is not true. In fact, completely in the moment. You see, there is so much joy in the experiencing. You see? So there's this Buddhist practice. I don't know if any of you have tried it, but they call it the mindfulness practice. And the practice is that even if you're eating a grape, you're completely with the grape. You see, fully in that moment with the grape. And when you taste it for the first time with this full mindfulness, it will seem like it is the first time you're tasting anything at all. Because usually what happens, half our attention is in our thoughts, we're thinking or planning something about the future, you know, all this is happening, and along with that, we're eating. So then, even the experience of the moment is not present there. This is the state of complete freedom which allows all experiencing to happen. It is not a limbo state. The mind will try to scare you. Why? By painting these examples. saying, oh, this is, you'll become just like a robot, or you'll become like you're in limbo state or something like that. It's all rubbish actually.